Hi, my name is Ose from Doc Film Workshop, and welcome back to our Final Cut tutorial series. In our last video, I showed you how to get Final Cut for free and why I think Final Cut is the best editing software out there. In this video, we'll explore the Final Cut interface. I'll show you how to create a library, and I'll show you the several ways to import into Final Cut for editing. Let's get started. Think of a library in Final Cut as a physical library. Just like real libraries have different shelves, a Final Cut library has different events. And just as these shelves hold books, events hold your media, which can be video, audio, or graphics. To create a new library, go to File, New, Library. Name your library and choose where you want to save it. The default location is your movies folder on your computer. You can choose other locations by clicking this button. Choose your location and save. Before we import our files, let's explore the Final Cut interface. On the left, we have the sidebar. This is where you find your library. The browser is where you find your project and imported media. The viewer is in the center. This is where you preview your clips. At the bottom, we have the timeline. This is where the magic happens. On the right, we have the inspector. This is where you adjust the properties of your clip. You have the video, audio, color, info tabs. This area right here is where you have your effects and transitions. Familiarizing yourselves with these sections is crucial for efficient editing. Now let's import our media. There are several ways to import media into Final Cut. You go to File, Import, or click the Import button on the toolbar. You find the same button right here. Or press Command I on your keyboard. Or you can just drag and drop files directly from anywhere on your computer into your library. Now, the thing about dragging and dropping is that you won't have the option to change your import settings in case you need to. Final Cut will assume your last import settings from your previous project. Now, when you select all your files, just before you click import, let's look at the import settings. Selecting this will add the media to your event, which is what we want. I usually choose leave files in place because I'll be working with files directly saved on my computer or a dedicated hard drive for that project. Choosing copy to library will duplicate your files. This is useful, for instance, where you are importing directly from your camera. So you want to duplicate the files, you want to copy the files to your library so that when you disconnect the camera, you still have access to the files in your computer, on your computer. Checking this box, Final Cut will import media carrying Finder tags. And checking this box, Final Cut will import media carrying folder names. This means when you check this, Final Cut is organizing your imported media as keywords, just as they are saved outside the software on your computer. We will talk more about keywords in the series. I usually leave this unchecked. Creating optimized media is converting your files to a high quality ProRes 422 HQ. Final Cut handles this kind of files very well, and it makes editing smoother and faster, but still keeps a good level of quality. Creating proxy media is creating lower quality version of your original files that is super easy for your computer to handle. It makes editing so fast. Now you can switch back to full quality once you're done editing. So optimized media gives you a better performance with high quality, and proxy media gives you the best performance with low quality for easy editing. If you're working with HD files, 1920 by 1080 or few 4K files, then you really do not need proxies or optimized options. But if you're working with 6K, 8K, high-res files, then you need proxy media to speed up your editing, and well, it depends on the power of your computer. These I leave unchecked so I can manually adjust inside Final Cut. Hit import and you have your media imported into your event inside your library in Final Cut. Thanks for joining me in this tutorial. In case you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more filming tips and tutorials. See you in the next video.